All right, good morning, everyone. This is just a real quick, quick and dirty, last-minute test for an hour or so, just to test out some new audio. So just let me know if it's coming through okay, if there's any glitches or if something doesn't sound right. Just let me know. Just thought, what better way to test it than in the actual environment that's going to be used in. So weather's turned to custard a wee bit, just some passing showers coming through, but just in time to get Singapore 298 leaving. And we'll see how we go. We may stick around for Emirates as well. Random Prince, welcome. Just saying it's working. Katie, welcome. Oscar Holmes, Timmy Aviation, g'day. Seems all to be working good at my end, so it's more about the experience for you guys, for the viewers, as long as it's coming through good for you. Welcome Dale Small, saying mic sound is 5x5x5, weather 0, same as Nelson. Thanks Dale, appreciate that. It's quite weird, I don't have any headphones on, so I can't hear myself like I normally would do through the process sound, so to speak. I'm just standing here talking to myself, which looks a bit strange, but it should mean less gear to carry around, which makes travelling a bit easier. Hopefully the ambience all good as well. We'll find out when Singapore 298 takes off. It's quite funny. This is the exact same aircraft, Sierra Mike Golf, that departed yesterday morning with Sean from Sky Squad TV back to Singapore and onto the UK. Thanks Dale, appreciate the feedback on the sound, saying perfect sound, no overdrive. And Kylie, more than welcome, catching your friend's takeoff. You saying I sound freezing? No, I've just got a raspy throat and I've had bad hay fever for a couple of months now, so it's just how I sound. It's not too bad out here. What are we? 12 degrees? Yeah, it's reasonably well sheltered up here. Big mustering of all the instructors and students to. I'm sure they know the aircraft just turning them around, or I don't think they'll be flying just at the moment. Though it is clearing down to the south. It's not looking too bad. So thanks for stopping by, everyone. Like I say, just a quick and dirty, just to test out some gear, and make sure everything sounds and is working okay. There's no sort of plan to do a stream today. It was a maybe, but real loose maybe. It wasn't until about 10 o'clock I thought, I've got a little bit of time to spare, let's go test out a few things. So why not? Now we've got this, saw this yesterday. Need to look up and see what it is. Where are we? German registered jet. I'll lose this behind the pole shortly. There's a bit of moisture moisture coming down, so I'm just under the eaves of the Aero Club at the moment, just for protection of the gear. Quicker taxi than normal.
There's another one. Yeah.
Some info there from Baz, just saying the Gulfstream G550 was part of HALO, High Altitude and Long Range Research Aircraft. Well, I might just move us back out a bit. Yeah, looks like that rain's subsided. Oh, that's better. I'm very keen for feedback on the ambient when this one takes off. I've just got a Dashi coming in from Nelson. It's holding up the Singapore. Hello, Singapore is going to sneak out in front. Cool. Should sound pretty good. There's no small aircraft starting up at the moment, so here we go. Singapore 298. Wow, that sounded awesome. Arrival from Nelson. So keen for feedback on how that sounded. The Singapore takeoff in terms of the ambient would be good to hear. Thanks. It's completely calm here at the moment. It's quite eerie. Dark clouds over to the Port Hills. There's, you can't see, but there's quite a dark band of cloud going up the Southern Alps. Big front going through on my way out to the airport. Welcome, Hayden. Australian Flights. Good to see you. Let's Camp NZ. G'day. Yeah, Hayden was just saying, I'm not sure if you caught it at the start, the Singapore that just took off is the exact same airframe that took off with Sean yesterday. It's pretty much got to Singapore, turned around and came back to Christchurch. Welcome, Carol Ann. So welcome along, everyone. It's just very, very last minute impromptu stream today just to test some audio gear. I'm heading away to a location we haven't been to next week, and I wanted to try something a bit different for the audio just to make travelling that little bit easier without so much equipment. So had a few hours to spare this morning, so why not? Best place to come and test it. So all and any feedback gratefully received. Because at the end of the day, it's all about making the experience the best we possibly can for you guys that are viewing. So next in looks like a Dashi from Hokitika, NZ5831. Not planning to be out here for too long. We'll just see how we go. I may stick around for the Emirates arrival. CCP, welcome. Just saying the audio is working well, thank you. I'll obviously go back and watch the stream later on, but it's good to get feedback from all of you wonderful people as well. Excuse me. Airport streams, I like that. Probably need to remove the laugh from the mouth a bit. Every breath you take and every move you make, I'll be watching you. Is it that sensitive? It's not actually that close to the mouth, but I can adjust it. So what we can do is see if we can turn it down a wee bit. Nathan King saying it seems like we can hear a much broader frequency range from the engines. Here we go. This will be interesting with the lawnmower starting up to see what that's like. More bass sounds good. It's very sensitive. Welcome along, Be Real. What I can do is mute myself when I need to take a sip or cough or something, so that'll help. NZ5628 to Hamilton, ATR just lining up. They'll be followed closely by NZ5345 coming in from Wellington. Looks like the sun's started to come out again, which is good. Nice blue sky down to the south there. Very nice. G'day there, Chris Frank. Good to see you. Sorry about the short notice for the stream, Chris. It was literally decided just over an hour ago I was going to come out and do some testing with the audio setup. So just here for a short time. We'll maybe stick it out for Emirates. Just see if the weather plays nicely. what is taking a bit of getting used to is the fact that there's no cords everywhere. Everything's wireless. I keep making steps to like step over stuff that's not there. Next arrival will be A320 service coming in from Queenstown, the NZ644, so we'll get that one shortly. Yeah, airport streams, though, I imagine it won't take long, like you say. You'll get used to not having the cable. Just a bit of muscle memory, I think. You're so used to being very careful, not tripping over stuff. Oh, thanks Airport Streams, just saying the sound is now spot on. Yes, what I'm doing is when I haven't got anything to say, I'm just going to mute it in between, and then you won't hear me breathing and battling the hay fever. Which for some reason this year, and especially for me in Canterbury, has just been absolutely horrendous. Probably the worst year. Didn't realise there was actually that much water on the runway. We've only had a couple of light showers, but looked like there was quite a bit being kicked up there. Always makes for a good show. Welcome along, Mark O, saying it's fine in Ashburton. Yeah, it looks absolutely beautiful down to the south. We'll just have a quick look. Yeah, look at that. Forecast is for the winds to swing around to the west-northwest, which will mean we'll see runway 29 in operation, but I'm not sure if we'll be here for that long. That was a bit later on this afternoon. We'll just tick along for a wee bit, and like I said before, probably just hang around till Emirates. Should be long enough to give this a good test, and then we'll head off. But just wanted to test some stuff in preparation for an exciting new destination next week. So if you haven't already, definitely have your notifications turned on. Should be very exciting. Looking forward to it. Next arrival will be NZ531 coming in from Auckland. Sadi just saying, load up on the antihistamines, don't walk Hackley Park. Celebrating 2 months with us in the VIP lounge. Thanks, mate. Yeah, I do dose up on the antihistamines on a reasonably regular basis, but they do nothing for me, sadly. Just have to battle through it. Appreciate the ongoing support there, Sadi. Thanks, mate. NZ651 just waiting patiently there for its turn to come out, head down south. Long Steve Payne, good to see you. Oh, Sadi, thank you, mate. Dropping in 5 gifted channel memberships there. That's too kind, buddy. Appreciate that. Now, Team Frank strikes again. Franksy, g'day, mate. Hope you haven't woken you up. Thanks so much for the 5 gifted channel memberships, along with the lovely Chris Frank as well, dropping in 5 channel memberships. Thanks, guys. Welcome, Tally NZ. Hope you're okay, mate. That doesn't sound good. Look after yourself, buddy. Don't worry about being here for too long. I'm not sure how much you've heard, but it's just a bit of an audio test before we head away to a new destination next week. Just wanted to test out some gear, so had a few hours to spare. So why not just pop out? So it won't be a very long stream at all, probably just until Emirates gets here. If that, we'll see. Just depends if it's on time, actually. I need to have a look at that. Welcome along, Neil Forrest, saying the audio sounds good, but my camera panning skills lack. There, sorry. Trying to do too many things at once. Yeah, random prints. Yeah, a couple of people have said it just cuts out every now and again, so I'll troubleshoot that one later on. Keep the feedback coming, good and bad, both on me and on the ambient as well will be good. NZ5746, next one coming in from Dunedin. Hayden, you cheeky fella. The camera work may need a little work. The problem is I have a tendency to look at the chat because it's just a quick head down while I'm panning, and then you lose sort of focus on that. So I just need to learn to stick to doing one thing at a time. 651 spooling up now on its way down to Queenstown. Thanks, Katie, with the Emirates update there, 1:06 p.m. Yeah, we might stick it out for that. It's only another hour and a half, isn't it? Welcome, James S. Yeah, not much wind here at the moment. Supposed to pick up to from the northwest a bit later on. Next inbound NZ5181 ATR coming in from Palmerston North. Welcome along, Win. Good to see you. Rosie, welcome. The Palmerston North arrival, just going to use runway 11 as a taxiway again. We've got Z5350 popping out on its way to Wellington. Many of the smaller aircraft out training today. Not sure if that's just because of the rain we had earlier, but there's, what have we got, 3, 5, we've got 6 little ones parked out front, and doesn't look like there's an awful lot flying around out there on flight radar. Just the 2 that I can see at the moment. Franksy, you cheeky thing, camera work not as shaky as yesterday. That was not some of the finest work, was it? But extremely, like, last second impromptu. Poor old Tony from Airport Streams had an attack of the gremlins, and we couldn't think of what else to do. Literally, we had seconds to spare to capture Sean's departure, so, or at least to get it live. I think Tony got a video up yesterday of better quality on the camera, but we wanted to get him live as well, so it's the best we could do with literally 3 or 4 seconds warning. Actually, that's a good point, Airport Streams. Yeah, never seen him run like that before. It's a pity Franksy wasn't here, because I heard he's pretty good at running. He'd outpace all of us. You know, if he's doing this 7k run every day, he'd be extremely fit. Yes, Artie, there was definitely a wave from Sean. The video the Airport Streams did, you can see it quite clearly. We've got the ASL Airlines freighter back again. Seems to be doing quite a few runs between Brisbane and Christchurch at the moment. So NZ5350 heading up to Wellington. Dale just saying every single live I watched yesterday had some sort of gremlins. Yeah, it just seems to go like that. It's normally internet related. The rest of the equipment's pretty robust, but pretty much at the mercy of the internet and the cell signal, whatever location you're streaming at. Some places are better than others. Christchurch, we're pretty lucky. It's not too bad, and Wellington seems to be okay. Auckland can be hit and miss, but Sydney has its fair share of issues. Just saying last time he looked, Sean's flight was over Afghanistan. Yeah, we saw that earlier too. It was over Kandahar area. I was chatting to him while he was at Changi last night, and he wasn't sure if he was going to get the A380 or not. Flight radar was showing a 777, and I know he's a little disappointed because he's so looking forward to going the A380, but it turned out it was A380 in the end, so it's good. Been chatting to him mid-flight, and yeah, he's buzzing, as he would be, so good on him. All travelling well on the long journey back home to the UK. Oh, welcome along, Julia Flights, dropping in a $10 super chat there, no message. Not sure if that's Julia or Gavin or both of you, but welcome, guys. Thanks so much for that. Hope you're both doing well. I'm sure most people here would have seen the Julia Flights live stream at some point, but wonderful live streams out of Brisbane most weekends, Saturday, Sunday mornings. Early start for you guys, but not so bad here with the time difference. It's just beautiful in the morning there, especially with the sun coming up as the A380 comes in. Never get sick of seeing that. And Tucker 39 Gaming celebrating 3 months in the VIP lounge. 3 months already. Here's to another 3 months. Cheers, Tucker. Thanks for your ongoing support too. So this is one of those moments where I'm trying to move the camera but also sort out the super chats, add the audio and look at flight radar. I need an extra pair of arms and more eyes in the back of my head, I think. Right, so the ATR on screen heading up to Tauranga, NZ5804. And looks like we've got NZ5. Oh, here we go. The brand new ATR just went into service yesterday morning. Mike Zulu Hotel coming in from Wellington, NZ5347. So just into its second day of revenue service for Air New Zealand. Welcome along, Breakerbird. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're doing well, Brian. Along, Wicked Dave. Good to see you. Yeah, we're very lucky here. We do have a good mix. I would love to see a few more bigger aircraft, which we'll see for the summer season. But in general, it's a pretty good mix, like you say. A nice new plane smell to this one. Aircraft number 31 in the ATR fleet for Air New Zealand. NZ5804 Tauranga bound. Greg, no, it's not replacing the dashies with ATRs that I know of, just expanding the fleet. Like we're going to be in for a ripper of an afternoon, not a cloud in the sight down to the south. Looking very nice. Wicked Dave, the ATR that you had in Brizzy the other day would have been the one that we just saw land, the brand new one. It's had about a week or so, maybe 9 to 10 days in the hangar, I think. Just having some pre-service work done, and then it was into service yesterday. First flight was up to Wellington. Oh, Julia Flight's just saying, hi Mike and everyone, we're watching from home on the big screen, looking great, keep up the great work. Thanks Julia and Gavin. Hope you're both keeping well. Look forward to tuning in tomorrow morning. Good morning, JP Mac Aviation. Just tuning in on a very short lunch break. Good to see you. James, hope you're all right, mate. We should see what's probably going to be my last capture of Sounds Air for some time. Flight 792 in from Wanaka at about 12:40 before they finish up. I think it's this Sunday is the last flights with the PC-12 before they're removed from the fleet. JP Mac Aviation gifting a channel membership. Thank you so much, mate. Appreciate that. Wonderful, wonderful to have your support. And JP Mac gifting another channel membership. Thank you so much. Need to level that a wee bit, don't I? It's just where I've got the tripod set up at the moment. It's a little bit uneven, so I'll try and sort that one out. Oh yeah, JP Mac saying we get Origin Air taking up the Blenheim to Christchurch route for mid-October. Yeah, I keep forgetting about that actually. The Origin Air fly, I think it's a Jetstream 32s. Never been in one of those actually. Might have to look into the feasibility of going for a fly on one just to try them out. that's a wee bit more level. Didn't do a very good job of setting up today. Was rather rushed, being a last minute trip out here for some testing. Yeah, JP Mac definitely will let you know if we do jump on a Blenheim junket for the day. Be good to catch up. Of course, Airport Streams is on the last Sounds Air flight to Blenheim on Sunday. I believe you're going to be making a video of that one, mate, so look forward to seeing that uploaded at some point. We've got a Dashi coming out, heading up to Nelson, NZ5844. Katie with the emoji lawnmower, the lawnmower emojis there. Hopefully the sound's not overpowering on the ambient. Can tweak things a wee bit more. Actually really looking forward to going back and listening to this later on, just to see what the sound has come through like today. Inbound ATR coming in from Invercargill, NZ5702. We'll pop round and get that one shortly. Hey there, Alistair Holt, welcome. Thanks, Katie. Just saying, yeah, it's not overpowering with the lawnmowers. That's good to know. So we've got a parcel air freighter over from the Antarctic sort of freight area as well. Oopsie, wrong one. Got a couple. I think that might be an airwork that's parked up there. Here we go, parcel air. And ASL, I'm not sure if that's heading back to Brisbane later on or not, but it seems to have bounced around between the two over the last week or so. Welcome along, Danielle. Bye bye 006. Good to see you both. Small one's about to take off on runway 29. Wind is forecast to swing around to the northwest a bit later, so we may just get a glimpse of a few movements on runway 29 before we finish up. Sardi dropping in a $2 Aussie super chat there, just saying we'll be flying in on EK412 Saturday the 4th, top deck. Awesome stuff, mate. Saturday I won't be here, but you never know when the other Christchurch streamers may get your arrival. Top deck sounds nice. Thanks so much, Sardi, for the support. Thanks for the support, everyone. We're almost at 150 likes. We've only been going just over an hour. Very last minute impromptu test stream. So thanks for stopping along and supporting me today.
like, and that's one thing that I find when I'm like in a similar thing. So especially today, I asked Jason to do it for 4 hours. Just to be like, can we fly like 2 hours just do it? Like, just will we take 5 minutes? I just want to be told what I'm doing wrong and go fix it. So, yeah. Yeah, well, I flew with him 3 or 4 times, like the international flights, and he taught me so much in just those 4 hours. So, oh, thank you.
We've got Christchurch, Dunedin, NZ 5749 on its way out. Oh, thank you, Dale and CC, for the kind words here. No problem at all. It's always good to come out and do some plane spotting, but even better when there's some new gear to test. Just want to make sure everything was working fine before heading away to a new destination next week. So I'm hoping to use this gear to bring a live stream from there. It just makes it easier to travel with less equipment. So I'm glad it's all working out so far. MSU Kiwi, g'day mate. On behalf of us Lucas, thanks for the stream. Also thanks to the mods. Yeah, good call out there, mate. Mods do a wonderful job. Good to see you, MSU Kiwi. We've maybe had a runway change. Looks like it. So flipped over to 02 ops. Dropping in a very generous $10 super sticker there. Thanks so much, CC. kind of you. Cheers. MSU Kiwi saying he's trying to convince the wife to do a first-class Emirates A380 leg on UK trip early next year. Convincing? I'd jump up an opportunity to go up into Emirates first class. From everyone that I've spoken to that's been on Emirates, I don't think I've come across anyone that's had a bad experience yet, no matter which class they've been in. I've done the trip across the city and back a couple of times, and both were excellent flights. I know Sean's very keen to go on. He might have done from Sky Sport TV. I think he might have done the Sydney leg as well. I know he's raving about the Singapore service at the moment, as he wings his way to Heathrow. 5749 just flying over the top of us there. Off down to Dunedin. NZ326 to Wellington, pushing back. Rosie Matthew asking if Sean's moved back to the UK permanent. No, or holiday. No, he's permanently relocating back to the UK with his family. It's not to say we won't see him back out here at some point for a sneaky trip or two. Post-lunch rush with the instructors and the student pilots heading back out for the afternoon training sessions. Oh, just reading your message there, Dale. That doesn't sound too good. Bit hard. Can't keep across all that obviously while I'm steering, but I'm sure the authorities are all over it. Oh, MSU Kiwi dropping in a $8.02 super chat. Sorry, a PayPal donation. Didn't notice when you tipped over the 8k subs. Well done. Thanks so much, MSU Kiwi. That's very much appreciated, mate. Yeah, I think the 8k was the last stream we tipped over. Thanks again for the very generous and kind support, MSU Kiwi. Next departure looks like it will be NZ5846 heading up to Nelson. NZ326 just taxiing past in the background there. That one will be heading up to Wellington shortly.
Maybe go for the second part, the middle one. Then you walk back.
NZ542 also pushing back now, heading up to Auckland. .535 coming in from Auckland. Looked like there was still a little bit of water on the runway there. It's been kicked up a wee bit. Z326 lined up, next one to depart, heading up to Wellington. I'll make sure I get the right one. That's NZ535, just arrived from Auckland. And NZ542 heading back up to Auckland. It looks like the wind has now swung around to the northwest. It's just a gentle sort of breeze at the moment. If it picks up a reasonable amount more, we should see some operations on runway 29. Sounds off those departures. Skylarks enjoying themselves as well. So Sounds Air 792 from Wanaka is just about 10 minutes away. Probably will see the departure back to Blenheim as well, and that'll probably be the last time I see Sounds Air for quite some time here in Christchurch. Another excuse for me to get up to Wellington, do a stream from there. Still haven't done that yet, so watch this space. That may be happening over the next couple of weeks if we can squeeze it in. Go catch up with good friend Kevin up there and give it a crack on Wellington Airport. Christine Frank saying the sound is great. Thanks, Christine. That's pretty much what this stream's about today, actually. For those that haven't been here from the start, it's just testing some new audio setup for both myself and the ambient, and with the big aim being to streamline and reduce the amount of gear even further that I need to cart around on travelling. So perfect opportunity today to come and test it and make a few tweaks here and there where needed. Thanks to all of you that have given some feedback so far. Breakerbird saying it sounds good over on this side of the world. Good to hear, Brian. Thank you, mate. Ongoing sort of aim is to reduce the amount of equipment but not compromise on the quality. So Emirates 412, 36 minutes away. It's probably another 10 minutes or so from crossing over the west coast. Quick flight today. They only left Sydney an hour 53 ago. So we're looking at about a 2.5 hour total flight times. Pretty good. It looks like the next two arrivals will be the Sounds Air PC-12 from Wanaka and then Emirates. Let's just check on our departures. Alright, so Sounds Air heading back to Blenheim at 1 p.m. So that will probably be the last movement we'll capture today. Tell NZ to say NZ1 to Wellington. Imagine if the actual NZ1 landed there. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I can't believe I haven't made a trip to Wellington yet to stream. I'm up there reasonably regularly to visit family, but still haven't done a stream from Wellington. So we need to break that drought. I'm hoping they're not too far away from finishing this area, the expanded freight apron, and they can open up the Planespotting area. Just where are we? Yeah, just on the corner here. It's a really, really good spot. An ATR in the background, that'll be the Invercargill service, NZ5711. Welcome along, Daryl Pierce. Good to see you, mate. Gifting 5 channel memberships there. And while you're here, Daryl, when I did the very impromptu live yesterday to capture Sean from Sky Squad TV departing, you very generously dropped in 5 gifted memberships then as well. I couldn't acknowledge it just due to the setup and the wind. Yeah, nobody would have heard anything, but yeah, thanks very much for your generosity, Daryl, both today and yesterday. That's awesome stuff, mate. Thanks. Keith Herring, welcome. Just asking, is that an electric fence I can hear sometimes in the background? Great clear vision and awesome sound. Thank you. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Keith. I'll have to check on the replay later. The electric fence sound. Nobody else has mentioned it so far. I am trialling some new audio gear today. It's quite possible there'll be gremlins in there. Anything to do with live streaming, gremlins come hand in hand, so half the fun is trying to battle to get rid of them. Just grab sounds air coming in, and then we'll come back to the ATR. Much sound from the PC-12 at all. They're very quiet. At 5711 lining up. This one's heading down to Invercargill. About a 20-minute turnaround on Sounds Air. We'll see that one heading back out and up to Blenheim. Oh, by 006 saying MZH. Yeah, I didn't even twig to that. Yeah, it's MZH heading back out. The latest ATR to join the fleet for Air New Zealand. Just into its second day of commercial operation. Emirates 412 showing 21 minutes away. Not quite at the west coast yet, so that time might update. No sausage rolls today, Tally NZ. They'd run out by the time I'd got here. Welcome, Debbie Ann. Good to see you. Some pretty good views from up the top of Sugarloaf today, looking down over Canterbury. I'm not sure if you can hear that hammering noise in the background. That's the solar panel farm installation ongoing. There are probably thousands of these metal support poles to install into the ground, and they're pretty much hammering them in like a farmer would hammer a fence post into the ground. Welcome along, Vinnie Pickering. Oh, Monsieur Kiwi saying, spent many days up in the Sugarloaf building in the 80s when I worked for the BCNZ. I didn't realise until the first time I'd actually been up there, there's actually a huge building attached to that with all the equipment, I'm guessing, for the broadcast equipment that's up there. It's quite an amazing setup. I've never been inside it, but it looks pretty impressive. So we've got an ATR just south of Ashburton. It's on its way back from Invercargill. It's about 15 minutes away, and the Emirates 412 just about to cross over the west coast. It's better, showing 29 minutes, so got a little bit of a wait there. ATR heading out in about 8 minutes up to Palmerston North. A320 heading to Auckland, and the Sounds Air heading back to Blenheim in about 15 minutes. Very quick turnaround for the PC-12. Mind you, that's not a huge passenger capacity on that, so it's understandable. Let's see if we can hit the 250 likes before we finish up with Emirates today. So about 20-25 minutes away. Do appreciate everybody else's support today that's come along and spent nearly 2 hours with me. That's gone pretty quick. And what was very last minute pop-up test stream. Wasn't planning to do a stream today, but had a couple of hours to spare, so good time to come out and do some testing. So thank you, everyone. I've just realised there's no DHL 767 here today. There's normally one parked up there and heads off about 5 p.m. Hey Josh Aldrich, good to see you. Franksy ran out of sausage rolls, or was it the truth that Mrs. NZ1 had rung them and told them to hide them from me? No, Jocelyn's here today, and Jocelyn likes me. She'd always make sure there's one, but I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't planning on coming out, so she wouldn't have known to put one aside for me. I think that's a wildlife chappie. You might be able to hear the deep booms going off in the background, scaring the birds away. G'day Ruth Holman. Ruth just saying DHL doesn't come on the Friday. I think Airwork covers that day. Oh, that's good to know. No, I wasn't aware of that. Thanks for the info. Danielle saying who let the gremlin out? All looks good at this end. If there's any issues, definitely put it in the chat. Let me know. Oh, Sadi, that's good to know. The Littleton Bakery's sausage rolls are pretty yum, so are the pastries and pies. I haven't been to Littleton for ages, absolutely ages. Definitely have to try it out because I'm quite partial to a good sausage roll, and so far I haven't found one that's beaten the Yarnus Bakery in Lower Hutt in Wellington. Absolutely delicious sausage rolls from there. Yeah, telling you that the radar is working today. I noticed that when I drove past it. That was the first thing I thought of. There'll be a couple of people will be keen to see if the radar's going or not. G'day, Carwin. Yeah, it was nice to see you too yesterday, buddy. You're out there again today on the mound. Beautiful afternoon for some plane spotting. Should see the Emirates A380 pretty much come right down to you today, Carwin. NZ5176 heading off to Palmerston North, coming out now. able to go straight out. NZ 5710 for Invercargill, not too far away. Probably be landing straight after this one's departed for Palmerston North. I think Nightbot's protesting because I didn't give any warning of a stream today, so it's putting out some pretty crass jokes. The next arrival, the Invercargill ATR, NZ 5710. Good sounds off the ATR. Look at those yellow tips in the sun. Amazing. Good afternoon, Pixie Caramels. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. So Emirates 412 is all lined up. I can see it through the scaffold. We'll see if we can pick it out. Just sneaking out around the corner there. That's not too far away now. Might even get a gear down shot if we're lucky. So that's cool. So that's just passing over Rolleston to the southwest of the airfield. Like it's got a wee bit of a crab on there too. Good time to click the like button while we just wait for this to come around the other side of the scaffold, if you haven't already. Really appreciate it. It'd be awesome to try and get to the 250 before we finish up today.
I just been practicing my medium turns.
Almost out of the scaffold, just one more vertical pole to the left to go. lots of noise from the A380 today. How cool did that the throttling of the engine sound just prior to touchdown there? Awesome stuff. Almost thought he was going to go for Alpha 4 with the amount of noise on the reverse there, but no, going to roll out to the end by the looks of it. Thanks for stopping by, Pixie Caramels. Have a great rest of your day. Cool, picking up some good sound from that today. So NZ5625 just arrived from Hamilton. We're just going to spin around to get Sounds Air Flight 696 heading off to Blenheim. It's probably the last time I'm going to see Sounds Air and Christchurch before they finish up with the PC-12s this Sunday. Samantha Aviation, celebrating 3 months with us in the VIP lounge. She can't believe it's been 3 months. Awesome stuff, Sam. Thanks for your support. Hopefully catch up one day when you're out here plane spotting. Star 231 coming in from Auckland. And we've got NZ546 heading off to Auckland, pretty much lined up on 02. So let's go pick up on that one. Okie doke. Well, thanks everyone. I think we might end it there for today. Like I said at the start, it's just a quick and dirty out here for a couple of hours to test some audio gear before Katie and I head away next week to an exciting new destination. So if you haven't already, please consider subscribing and activating your notification bell, and you won't be disappointed next week. Put it that way. Really looking forward to it. Probably be towards the end of next week, the first of a couple of streams. Thanks very much everyone for your very kind donations today, your super chat, super stickers. Buy Me a Coffees, PayPal, and those that have celebrated their membership milestones, thanks very much. And those that have gifted memberships as well, really do appreciate that. And it's awesome to see we hit that 250 like goal. Good stuff. Big thanks once again to the mods who had no warning of this today at all, apart from Katie. So thanks, moderators, for being able to jump in today at such short notice and help out in the chat and keep everyone safe. I really appreciate it. Big thank you to the Canterbury Aero Club once again for allowing us the use of their balcony. It's an absolutely wonderful spot up here, and highly recommend if ever you're out this way, pop up to the cafe and make use of the facilities there. They're just top people that run this place. Well worth supporting. So until next time, stay safe, take care of each other, and have a fantastic weekend. And we'll see you from a new destination next week sometime. Take care now, and thanks everyone.